Hey, good evening. Welcome to Porchlight Conversations. Once again, it's Thursday. We are almost there. Hey, we're super excited. We have a brand new song, Old Center Come Home. It's going to be dropped this Sunday. So we're super excited for that. We're super excited for the the Dig Deeper podcast come out this Friday with our special guest Sylvie. She did a phenomenal job, so we can't wait for that to come out this Friday. So, and of course, Porchlight Conversations. You already watching this, so you already know what the deal is. So, man, great day today. We had some interesting storms roll through today. A lot of thunder, a lot of lightning, um, and I really enjoy those type of storms. Um, Something about those kinds of calms me, and it got me thinking about everybody looks at storms a little differently. And my wife is definitely not a fan of storms. She does not like the lightning. Um, and storms affect us all a little differently. And for some of us, some storms, it calms us, right? Some storms calms us. And that's some way through life. One person might see a storm, but the other person sees the same thing as a calming moment, or a learning moment or something like that, right? It's always different from whatever perspective that you're looking at it. And and I think it's easy to judge people by what they consider a storm or what they consider a teaching moment, because they're different for all of us. So I would say, before you judge one another, um, try to think about it in a different perspective, right? Because one person's storm that they do not like or they may fear might be another's calming moment, right? And I think an example is good for that. So for me, when I have a lot on my plate, right? If I have a lot of tasks to do, and a lot of projects going on that I have to finish, I that's a calming moment for me to have that much going on. I work better under pressure, right? Not everybody does, and that's perfectly okay. We're all a little different. But I think it's a great example, because in those pressure moments like that, when I have a lot to get done and I'm on a time limit and a crunch and all that, I work really well, and some people do not. So what works for me might not work for others, and what works for you probably doesn't work for me. So it's really interesting to just figure out different perspectives and see where people are, right? And that's why it's so important. That's why communication is so important, right? So if you figure people out a little bit more than judging them right off the bat, you're going to get a lot farther. And that's a big thing for me, right? I love different perspective, and I don't want yes men around me. And what I mean by that, I don't want people to agree with me 100%. I want people to challenge the way I do things. And that's a respectful thing to do. You can do it in a very respectful way. I like for someone to challenge my ways, not in a mean or a weird way, but just to say, hey, you know what? I don't agree with that. I would do it this way. Okay, let's sit down. Let's have that communication. Let's have that talk and see if we can meet in the middle, right? So it all starts with that communication. So I would say this: don't judge someone's storms before you know their perspective. Let's go with that, okay? Don't judge someone's storms until you know their perspective, because we all have different perspectives. So hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'm not going to keep you too long. Have a wonderful evening. Be prepared. Tomorrow's Friday, so the podcast is coming out. We're super excited for that. It drops at 6 a.m., so set your alarm clock so you can wake up just to get to the podcast, right? We'll see you tomorrow night. It's been Porchlight Conversations. We'll talk soon.